Right now at 10, future Wisconsin high schoolers will have another class they'll need to take before they can graduate. And a bipartisan proposal could change the way Wisconsin voters choose some of their elected officials. Plus, a conversation in Viroqua inspires a bipartisan law to aid law enforcement efficiency.
Watching WKDT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Universities of Wisconsin regents are voting a second time on a deal with Republican lawmakers to cut university diversity positions in exchange for employee pay raises. Last week, UW President Jay Rothman announced a deal he made with Assembly Speaker Robin Vos, who had been blocking those employees' pay raises for months. The Board of Regents rejected the deal 9 to 8 Saturday, but are now hosting another meeting Wednesday to vote again. One regent who voted no is poised to flip. That could be because the Republican Senate president tweeted this week the Senate could vote to fire her and the other 3 of Governor Evers' recent board appointments.
We have colleagues who are concerned about different actions or things they've said in the past, and now they've just added one more thing to the list of items that concerns people.
Meanwhile, Governor Evers releasing a statement tonight, quote, "The Board of Regents should be able to make decisions about what's best for our students, faculty, staff without fear of threats and political pressure or retribution." Later on saying, "I continue to urge legislative Republicans to release the UW system employee raises and investments that were already negotiated, agreed upon, and approved in the biennial budget." A bipartisan Wisconsin bill could change how you vote for your congressional candidates. Instead of voting for one of 2 candidates like usual, the bill proposes a ranked choice system. It would have every candidate for a House or Senate seat on a primary ballot regardless of party, and then you'd rank them all by preference. The top 5 finishers would proceed to the general election, where you'd then rank all of them by preference, and then the person with the majority of first place votes would get the win. Republicans and Democrats currently run on separate ballots in primaries. Western Wisconsin Senator Jeff Smith wrote the bill and says it gives all voters a chance to vote for a person they really align with. Opponents say the system is too hard for voters to understand. State drivers can now add emergency contact info when signing up for or renewing a driver's license. Viroqua Republican Lauren Oldenburg wrote the legislation after a talk with Vernon County Sheriff Roy Torgerson this summer. Torgerson had run a Florida license plate and saw emergency contact info pop right up. He told Oldenburg that information could help police reach families faster when they're responding to accidents. Wisconsin drivers will have the option to now add emergency contact info. It's not going to be required. That law will take effect in 6 months. All right, not too bad for mid-December temperatures out there. I mean, this is kind of a little bit what you might want to expect, but a warm-up is coming.
Pretty much the last 2 days were kind of what we should expect. We just had more clouds Monday, and we had a little bit stronger northwest wind, so it kept the temperatures down, but not that far from where we should be. There's the observed highs right around freezing to the upper 20s, so really that's kind of what you should expect for this time of year. Overall current temperatures, much colder air further north, but all in all, not a bad look for the Midwest and northern plains for this time in December. As we zoom in, you can see current temperatures has fallen off in some of the colder spots. Yes, they're down in Sparta, 10, Black River Falls, 8, so we will see probably colder temperatures tonight than we're used to, but not that far off. We do have a warm front that's coming with some cloud cover up to the north, and then there's a system from the southern plains that's lifting towards the area. That also has cloud cover. As we zoom in, you can see some of that cloud cover is just staying just to the north of Eau Claire, but we will see some of that overnight. Still, that should allow the temperatures to fall back into the teens, 16 as you wake up, and then plenty of sun towards the afternoon. We'll climb back up to mid-30s by noon with the west-southwest winds, and all not a bad start for the first half of the day. Same story for La Crosse, 20 as we get climbing up with that southwest wind, so that's the thing that watch out for. Now, if you remember, we're going up to on a certain warm period back in 2021. We will not see this type of temperatures, but I'll break down how warm we'll actually see here in a little bit, along with maybe a little bit of rain and snow. All that coming up a bit later.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. Wisconsin students will soon have one more requirement in order to graduate high school. Governor Evers recently signed a law requiring students in grades 9 through 12 to study financial literacy. And one class at Onalaska High School has already gotten a jump on things. They currently have a personal finance class at Onalaska High. Principal Jared Schaffner says it's been offered for more than 20 years. But right now, that class is not required to graduate, but that would change. Schaffner and business administration teacher Chris Sullivan are advocating for the new law. Sullivan says financial literacy in students is critical.
We have a group of 20 to 30-year-olds who are struggling to buy houses. We can't continue to make the same mistakes that we've made in the past. We have a group of young people that just need to take control of their financial future instead of it being something that just somewhat happens to them.
Now, one caveat here, the law won't be taking effect until the year 2028. French Island's Performance Elite Gymnastics has been a staple in growing the sport throughout the Coulee region for several years. This local business not only doing their part in honing young gymnast skills, but they're also doing it at a very low cost. News 8 Now Shaquille Davis is in studio with how PEG is helping the community. Shaq.
Ken, I got the opportunity to visit the PEG gym and find out what makes this establishment so great. I was even lucky enough to receive some coaching of my own.
So we are a private gymnastics club. We've got classes for gymnasts that start from 6 months and we go all the way up to 18. We've got some adults that compete as well.
Amanda Ross is the owner of the PEG gym that is open 7 days a week. Although their doors are open to many community members, they cater to mostly local high school students and the UWL gymnastics team when they want a place to train. The price for the space is non-negotiable.
We don't charge them for that. They just kind of come over and get their reps in that they need to.
The inspiration for building the gym actually came from an unfortunate situation involving one of Ross's daughters several years ago.
We had dealt with some bullying issues. So it's near and dear to us to make sure that it's a safe environment for kids to go to and also get fantastic gymnastics training in a positive and safe environment.
Emma Rudai and Eva Driver, who are frequent users of the PEG gym, can attest to the type of environment Ross has created.
It's become like my second home. Like, I definitely come here when like this is the part of my day that I look forward to if I've had a hard day, or like just because I know it'll make my day so much better once I come here and just see all my friends.
I've made lifelong friends from this sport, and it's just a really inclusive environment, and these family members just make this sport really fun.
The girls point out Aaron Ross, Amanda's husband, as a big influence to them as gymnasts.
He made a really big impact on me, so I decided to switch gyms, and I feel like I've improved as a gymnast here as well.
The coaches have changed a lot, but Aaron has always been around.
In fact, Aaron prides himself in being such a good teacher that he is always available for impromptu lessons to anyone. 1, 2, 3. Again, one more time. 2, 3. Okay. That was better. All right. Thank you. And he always makes sure his students achieve their goal.
Let's get him over. We're going to double you.
Again?
Yeah,
Again?
You're getting all the way over.
Okay, now you got to squeeze it all. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
If you, a friend or a child, would like to support or be a part of the PEG gym and learn how to do a proper and safe backflip, head over to our website and click the link attached to the article. Ken?
All right, third time's a charm, I guess, right, Shaq?
Absolutely, buddy.
All right, Shaquille Davis live in studio. Thank you very much. Well, President Biden sat down with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky today, discussing further funding in their conflict against Russia. And as the war in Israel continues, new information suggests that Israel knew Gaza was receiving money for war efforts prior to October 7th.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Guys, just like pivoting from cooling to heating season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot into winter, called GNT.
Pivot! Shut up!
On GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Is your old, ugly bathroom causing you embarrassment during the holiday gatherings? Your home improvement company is here to turn your talked about bathroom into your talked about bathroom. This month, we're offering free installation and no interest, no payments, and nothing down until 2025. Call today for your free estimate and don't let that outdated bathroom ruin your holiday spirit. Get the bathroom of your dreams installed in as little as 1 day. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
The year-end sales event is going on now at Osseo Ford and Fountain City Ford. We have over 50 in-stock F-150s with discounted supplier pricing and great financing through the end of the year. Get 2.9% financing for 66 months on every new F-150 and $2,250 in rebates on XLT and Lariats. And get supplier discount pricing on every in-stock F-150. Plus, we have over 100 new Fords in stock. Supplier discount pricing and low financing ends soon, only at Osseo Ford and Fountain City Ford.
The U.S. asking for billions of dollars in new military assistance in the war against Russia. But as CBS News correspondent Skylar Henry reports from Washington, American Republicans and Democrats are far from seeing eye to eye on that potential aid to Ukraine.
With the second anniversary of the invasion of Ukraine fast approaching, President Biden is urging Congress to approve more aid to help Ukraine in its fight against Russia.
Ukraine will emerge from this war proud, free, and firmly rooted in the West unless we walk away.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky spent the day in Washington, making the case for more funding as he met with the president and congressional leaders.
No one but Putin wants a prolonged war. We dream of a Christmas in a peacetime, of course, and we are working to turn our battlefield success into peace.
Congressional Republicans have been demanding that renewed military aid to Ukraine and Israel be tied to securing the U.S. southern border, amid a record number of illegal crossings in recent weeks.
Our first condition on any national security supplemental spending package is about our own national security first.
Holding Ukraine funding hostage in the attempt to force through an extreme Republican partisan agenda on the border is not how it works.
Democrats are pushing for an agreement before lawmakers begin their holiday recess.
They say it's an emergency at both the border and in Ukraine. You don't go home for 3 weeks.
The Biden administration, meanwhile, announced a new package of up to $200 million worth of arms and equipment for Ukraine to be drawn down from U.S. stockpiles. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
President Biden says his national security advisor will travel to the Middle East next week to meet with top Israeli defense officials. The UN General Assembly overwhelmingly voting to demand a humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza today. As fighting continues, new information suggests that Israel knew Hamas was receiving money for rockets and tunnels prior to the October 7th attacks. This morning, intense Israeli airstrikes killed nearly 24 people, and tonight another strike killed 10 and wounded dozens. The bombs hit a few hundred yards from one of the so-called safe zones of the southern Gaza Strip. This as new pressure is rising against Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over an alleged decade-long agreement in which Qatar sent up to $30 million to Hamas every month, a strategy known as buying quiet.
They knew that the money was going directly into purchasing of rockets and building of tunnels.
Why didn't they stop the money?
Obviously, this concept blew up in everybody's face on October 7th.
Israel's military has reportedly started to pump seawater into Hamas's tunnel complexes to destroy them. One concern is that hostages are still believed to be held in some tunnels. Police say to be cautious when buying gift cards this holiday season. What to especially look out for after this.
Unfortunately, it's kind of like a broken record. We're going to climb above average once again for temperatures, including maybe 50 once again later this week. But we do have some rain or snow in the forecast. I'll break all that down coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
December is the most wonderful time of the year. It's a time to be merry, be joyful, and share with friends and family. Here at Maxwell White, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas, season's greetings, and a Happy New Year.
Brax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $7,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
Visit HometownChevy.com.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward? Ingenious.
Sardine Fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
We've done many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Energy-efficient windows with beautiful new wood trim installed by skilled carpenters. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Inflation skyrocketed during the pandemic, but a new report shows price hikes continue to ease and some items are even cheaper than a year ago. The latest consumer price index shows a 3.1% increase in November compared to last year. That's way down from last year's peak of 9.1%. Many popular holiday gift items are cheaper, toys down nearly 3% and computers down 4.6%. Prices at the grocery store are also cooling, but rent continues to rise, and consumers are feeling the effects of sustained high inflation. Americans are also dealing with higher interest rates, what the Federal Reserve has been using to fight inflation. The Fed makes its next decision on rates Wednesday, and many analysts believe the board will once again leave them alone, since inflation is moving closer to the target range of 2%. This holiday season, you better watch out for gift card scams. Police say thieves are draining the value of some cards. They access them at retailers and siphon the money to offshore accounts. Officials say some manage to do so without affecting the appearance of the cards, but others leave signs like scuff marks near barcodes. Police suggest consumers check gift cards thoroughly before purchasing. A California man was charged with tampering with Target and Apple cards. Officials say they found more than 5,000 in his possession. Netflix is out with its most transparent data to date about its viewership. It shows what people watch during a 6-month period and will be published twice a year. Streaming services pledge to increase transparency about how many hours certain programs are streamed as part of the Writers Guild of America contract ratified in October. This report covers January to June of this year. Netflix viewers spent the most time watching the following: The Night Agent Season 1 with more than 812 million hours, Ginny and Georgia Season 2, and The Glory Season 1 had more than 660 million hours each. Also, Wednesday Season 1 and Queen Charlotte: A Bridgerton Story had more than 500 million hours each. Of course, this time of year, you'd almost expect to be cuddled up in a blanket with some hot cocoa, watching some snowfall outside while you may be watching some Netflix. Not the case these days. Let's get the latest from Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
No, you need to go to a screen and add that on so you can then watch it via your TV, all the snow that's not falling here. But overall, the big picture shows you kind of what we're going on. It's El Nino type pattern. You got the system I mentioned down here to the south, one little warm front right there with some cloud cover. But then if you look out west, you can see this huge system goes all the way up to Alaska, comes all the way up into Canada. So really this ridge, as we call it, really pumping up this warm air all the way into Canada. Eventually that's going to work our way eastward. But this pattern, once again, is going to keep the track well to the north and also well to the south. So although fairly mild, fairly dry too. So we're looking at seasonal conditions tomorrow, upper 40s. 40s definitely Thursday through Saturday. There could be some 50s in there depending on how things time out. The only rain or snow chance we're looking at is Friday night through Saturday morning. Not a lot. Could be some snow. We'll see if temperatures, how they handle for Saturday morning. If there's any road impacts, that might be the time. Otherwise, beyond that, dry conditions all the way through that. Temperatures upper 30s to low 40s. We might have some precipitation come back by the weekend before Christmas. We'll see if that pans out. But right now, even that looks fairly warm, too. Looking as you wake up tomorrow morning, we get up to the 30s by mid-morning with that southwest wind. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, a few clouds. Tomorrow evening will be plenty dry and mostly clear, and that'll continue overnight as we go into your Thursday. But the temperatures will be warmer going into your Thursday with that wind continuing overnight. The one thing we're actually keeping an eye on then is with the clearing skies tomorrow night, it should be probably the best opportunity to see the Gemini. We got about 2 more days before they peak. There's already been some spotted out there by NASA, but this is going to be the one where we're going to see about 120 per hour. So it's the best night. Wednesday probably is with cloud cover. I think Thursday you'll see more cloud cover, so that may not be the best opportunity. Obviously get away from light pollution and look toward the south and see if you can see them. As you look at that clear skies, the cloud cover I mentioned is coming up from that system to the south. They'll begin to lift up and pull cloud cover as we go into Thursday and into Friday. Don't think any precipitation, but here's that front coming to the south. That's going to be the focus for what we're going to look at for precipitation going into Friday night and Saturday as it works its way south. Now, right now, a lot of it still looks to be rain, but we could see mixing with snow at times, especially towards Saturday morning. Precipitation chances are high probably Saturday night, then they kind of tail off Saturday into Saturday afternoon as it pushes further southeast. By the time we get to Saturday night into Sunday, we're not expecting to see any precipitation. So we'll keep an eye if we see any impacts with that. But for right now, it doesn't look that impressive. The one thing that is impressive is the temperatures. You look, plenty of red on the map. There's no blue whatsoever. Even behind that front coming Saturday, it doesn't cool off at all. So we're seeing temperatures remain above average, which means 40s continue throughout next week and maybe even warmer than that at some point. So if you want snow and cold, it's nowhere in the forecast. For tonight, upper teens, low 20s. Once again, it could be some colder single digits in some of the spots. Tomorrow, upper 30s near 40. And once again, we're going to see more temperatures even continue to climb as we go through Friday. We could hit 50. We got 49 there, but some areas might hit 50. And then we'll keep an eye on Friday night and Saturday for any type of snow information. But right now, it looks to be some rain. And then if you go next week, we're back in the 40s.
Yeah. How about that?
It's just El Nino pattern, so it's going to continue. We'll see if something changes by Christmas, but for right now, it doesn't look that way.
Good. All right, Greg, thanks very much. Coming up next in sports, the Lancers lighting the lamp all over the place on the ice tonight. Plus, 2 MVC rivals clashing on the court for the first time this season. Blue Gold's Riverhawks. Rob is up next.
Toyotathon is on. Time to make the holidays picture perfect with a new Toyota. We're going to need a bigger tree.
Get 3.99% APR plus $1,000 cash back on Tacoma when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
Walt never smoked a day in his life, so when he developed a bad cough, we never thought lung cancer, but that's what it was. What gives a non-smoker lung cancer? A friend suggested we check the house for radon. Sure enough, it was high. We've had it taken care of now, but I wish we'd known sooner. Walt died 4 weeks and 5 days after the diagnosis. If you haven't had your home checked for radon, do it. Do it for your family. No one should lose someone they love because of this.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, carefully knead dough. Step 2, artfully spread sauce. Step 3, add fresh mozzarella and assemble toppings. Step 4, realize we already did all that for you, so all you have to do is bake it. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza with chicken, Roma tomatoes, and creamy garlic sauce for just $11.99. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
Toyotathon is on. Make your holidays a little more magical with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Get $1,000 cash back on your favorite models when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Christmas is right around the corner. Conference play is heating up as we approach the holidays. We had a jam-packed night of high school hoops. We'll start in the MVC with 2 rivals going head-to-head for the first time this season. Let's go to Aquinas. Blue Golds hosting the rival Riverhawks. This one tight in the second half. Central down 3 until Henry Meyer knocks down the triple. The senior ties the game at 42. Then later in the half, the Riverhawk D stepping up off the steal. It's Meyer taking it straight to the cup, off the glass for 2 more. Central pulls in front. Less than 12 to play now. Riverhawks continuing to pour it on. That's Peyton Strittmatter from downtown. Central takes a 47-44 lead. Blue Gold's not backing down, though. Other end, Logan Becker tries one from deep. He splashes it home. Aquinas hanging in. Then with less than a minute to play, Blue Gold's down 4. Tanner Peterson cuts the deficit in half. Count it plus the foul. He'd missed the free throw. Check out the hustle here from Central. Meyer secures the loose ball. Blue Gold's have to foul. Riverhawks come up clutch at the charity stripe down the stretch. Central wins a thriller on the road. 66-62 the final over rival Aquinas. Let's stay in the MVC. Vikings and Hilltoppers clashing in Onalaska. Holman red hot to start. First half, Noah Ertz goes off the glass for 2. Vikings grab the lead, and the visitors adding to it later in the half. Caden Wilbur knocks down the corner 3. 6-0 run. They're up 6. But here come the Hilltoppers off the steal. Evan Anderson finishing what he started. He lays it up and in. Just like that, we're all tied up. And Anderson not done. Later in the half, the junior again. Tough bucket puts the team up 2. Then the Hilltoppers start heating up from downtown. Ian Cole is going to nail the corner 3. Then how about Jack Smith, the junior? He's going to try one from behind the arc. You bet. He splashes it home. Hilltoppers pull away. They get the win 83-52. Over on the girls' side, same 2 schools meeting in Holman. Pick it up first half. Olivia Schneider has some space, drives in, pulls up. Cha-ching! Nothing but net for the senior. And then it's the Casey Schneider connection again. This time dumps it down low. Schneider banks it home to go up 4. Then later in the half, Hilltoppers trying to climb back. Tatum Walters gets it in the corner. She drills it on Alaska down 3. But then it's Danica Raban getting the steal, making the cross-court pass to the freshman Ellie Adam. She's going to lay it up and in. Holman holds on for a big win at home, 43-42. Over to West Salem we go. Panthers taking on Westby. First half, the inbounds pass. It's a fake to Sam Niemeyer. Megan Johnson pounds the rock down low, finishes at the rim. Panthers bringing the pressure all night off the steal. Sydney Quick dishing it down low to Johnson. Another finish. Panthers go up 8. Then later in the half, Johnson having herself a night, gets it herself this time, takes it coast to coast for the bucket. Panthers look hungry. They take this one 79-15. Hilltoppers hosting Thomas Sparta tonight in Onalaska. First period, Titans strike first. Alex Boyko rips a sneaky shot past the keeper. Nice goal there. They get another great chance here, but the Hilltoppers keeper Joshua Pagriba shuts it down. Nice save there. Other end of the ice, Hilltoppers get a quick shot off, but Ashton Steele is going to eat this one up. Nice save there. Thomas Bryant on the breakaway now, putting his moves on the goalie. He buries it to make it even in the first. Thomas Sparta, though, gets a big win on the road, 5-3 the final over on Alaska. Lancers hosting West Salem in La Crescent tonight. Lancers up 3-0 in the second period and adding to it. Backdoor pass to Tobias Shajdok. Rips it top shelf. Makes it 4-0. They're racking up the goals tonight. Wyatt Farrell nets this one-timer. It's 5-0 home team. Minutes later, Noah Gillette joining the party. He's going to clean up back door. Lancers running away with this one. And the final goal of the second period, it's Gillette again, burying another one right here. Lancers keep on rolling. They win it 9-1. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.
Save with holiday hot deals. Get Cook's ham portions, just $1.48 a pound. Jack's Pizza, just $2.99. And Lay's kettle cooked, rolled gold, or munchies, $1.99 each when you buy 3. Only at Hy-Vee.
For over 30 years, Habitat for Humanity of the Greater La Crosse region has brought people together to provide affordable housing opportunities and create a community where all feel they belong. Our Team Habitat experts can help find a path to home ownership, build homes, make critical repairs, renew the environment, and reuse furniture, building materials, and more at the Restore. Find out what Team Habitat can do for you. Visit habitatlacrosse.org.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Get our best offers and choose from a huge selection of Ford F-150 trucks with the capability convenience, and technology to help bring us together. Discover how Ford F-150 can make the holidays bright. Now get a 2023 Ford F-150 XLT with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Cedar Creek now offers Trackman golf simulators, so real you'll think you're there. Trackman uses Doppler radar to improve your game shot after shot and lower your score. Golf some of the most iconic courses in the world. Sign up today. Winter leagues start in January. Tee times booked online only. The season continues.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day.
Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Save every day this holiday with Perks prices at Hy-Vee. That's smart powdered or brown sugar, H Perks price $1.99. Fresh Express garden salad $1.48. And Campbell's Chunky Soup, H Perks price $1.99. Sign up today.
Firefighters in Duluth, Minnesota sprang into action to help save the life of a dog last week. The dramatic rescue happened after the dog broke free from its leash and jumped into a ship canal near a bridge in the city. The dog was struggling to survive in the frigid water and 8-foot waves, but crew members wearing ice rescue suits fought their way through the waves and found the dog. Eventually, a fireboat arrived and firefighters managed to get the rescuers and the dog on board. It was treated for exposure and a short time later reunited with its owner. Dog was wagging its tail and apparently in good shape as it headed back home after quite an adventure. Props to those crews. We'll be right back after this.
NASCAR Cup Series champion Ryan Blaney here. If you come in now, you get 12% off everything for the 12 days of Christmas at Menards.
That's right, we couldn't resist. In honor of number 12's big championship win, we're giving you 12% off everything for the 12 days of Christmas. Thank you, friends, for a great year. And please accept this as our Christmas gift to you. Congratulations, Ryan.
Merry Christmas and enjoy your 12% off everything.
When does a credit union become more than a credit union? Maybe it starts simple, getting you in a vehicle that's safe and reliable for your daily trips. Or maybe it's getting your dream vehicle for weekend adventures to remember. Whatever your vehicle needs are, Ultra is ready to go the extra mile. With professional loan experts, an easy application, and no payments for 90 days. Apply today at driveultra.org. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Get our best offers and choose from a huge selection of Ford F-150 trucks with the capability, convenience, and technology to help bring us together. Discover how Ford F-150 can make the holidays bright. Now get a 2023 Ford F-150 XLT with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
My doctor says I need an MRI. But where do I go? They're so expensive.
Sensible MRI costs a few hundred, not thousands. You could fill your fridge for a year with what you save. We can get you in the next day. Think of what you could do with the time you'd save. What do you have to lose? At Sensible MRI, you choose the time, you save the money. And you rest easy having your doctor refer you to Sensible MRI.
It's the Bobby Bones Show.
Get your morning started right. She says my boyfriend can't stand that I listen to the show. He would rather I spend time with him.
That's crazy.
Oh, just dump him.
What do you call a pig that does karate?
What?
A pork chop.
Of course you do.
Yes! A woman donated a kidney to a complete stranger all because of a Facebook post.
You're gonna walk away feeling better than you did before. Join me, Bobby Bones, every weekday morning starting at 6 on Kicks 106.3.
All right, tomorrow we're definitely going to reach around the 40-degree mark for both locations. It's going to feel a little bit warmer than average, but that's just the first sign of things to come, because once we get past tomorrow, It's onward to the 40s, maybe 50s come Thursday, and then some rain or snow Friday and Saturday. But even behind that, not seeing any cold or snow. So looking more like a browner Christmas coming.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.